We need to do a casting for a new. We need more orbiters.
Yeah, more, but also like we gotta be careful with the female. It's not good. It's not good. Like I feel like there's sometimes you can make jokes and you know that the person doesn't believe it, and it's okay and it's cool and it's fine. But I feel like we gotta be careful when we're like, you know, I don't want to embrace this bad stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
You
You
think?
know, not with my name associated with it because my name carries some weight. You know. So anyway, just a thought. But I do see that you're trying to replace some of the washed out orbiters, and we got some new faces around these parts, and that's fine. And you know, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I am a feminist, though, just so you know,
I'm
a
proud.
big one.
I'm happy for that for you.
Thank you.
Who do you
What's
think
a
is
good
good in
idea?
the orbiter sphere right now?
Who
Who's good
do
in
I
the?
think is good?
Yeah.
Give me the names, and I'll start.
Oh fuck!
Can
I
I
don't
do a
even
tier
know
list?
who it is. Okay, never mind.
I can do. No, I do. Wait, I can do a tier list.
It's okay if you don't care. You just not have opinions about it, you know.
I'm waiting for someone to post a fucking link. Like if I go through the fucking who has perms to join this channel, there's like going to be a million people for me to do.
Haha. Woo yeah.
This is all women Destiny Haram tier list. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just go off of this. Okay. So Lily is obviously, you know what? I'm gonna say it. Not S tier, A tier, maybe even B tier, because she never fucking comes around anymore. You know what? And you know what? You're only as good as your last fucking appearance. I don't give a shit. When I didn't show up for a while, I dropped a few points too. That's how it goes. Sorry. Who the fuck is this? I don't know all these people. Man, these are. Oh, I see what all these people are. Maybe I shouldn't be. Never mind.
Wait, who are they? What does that mean?
Nothing. I don't know some of these people though. At least they're. Okay, Melina. Um, you know, maybe this was a bad idea for me to do this. I see there's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of. This is. You know, actually, you know what? This is a bad idea. I'm not doing this. I don't want to rate people because then I got to put people under people and over people, and it's just. Yeah, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. You know, that's how it goes with that.
Damn. After all that talking to Stardust
After all
about
that,
being, and now you're like, oh well, actually, I don't want to.
you know, but me as the
wanna.
president of the Orbiters, I think it would be. I realized this when I was doing it. It
Oh,
would
is
be
it
a little
abuse of
bit.
power?
It is abuse of power. You know, I feel like I shouldn't be in a position to rate them as so cold and callous and like, oh, why can't you be more like this person or this person? That's not good. You know, they all are special
Way,
in
yeah.
in certain ways, but. I don't know. Fucking Zerka and Corinthos, man. I don't like that fucking based shit. I don't listen. Maybe I'll come around to it. I don't know. Like, it's just or infrared or all that shit, man. Like the not the character. You've said it before. The character stuff, man. I don't know who I'm talking to. That's it. At the end of the day, I just don't know who I'm talking to with some of that stuff. I'm sorry to say, but who is it? Marty? That guy's down at the fucking dumps.
Wow.
That's it. There's no F tier here, but he's there. I can't. Also, who was the person that came in? We're having a conversation. I couldn't believe this happened. It feels like there's no middle ground in fucking the Orbiter world. But there was someone that came in. We were having a conversation. It was a good conversation. Someone came in and was like, "So, Steven, I'd like to talk to you about trans issues."
Zonia.
So that person gets an
Careful.
F.
Oh, that's a fan favorite. The Dan's trying to rate an F there, guys.
Don't care. That's a major F. You gotta have some fucking social awareness. What the fuck? Who else? I know I said I wasn't gonna rate my children, but I have to. What about Darius? Darius IRL is either S or F. He's like not the Higgs boson. He's like Schrodinger's cat because he's always in a state of being banned and unbanned at all times. So that's kind of how we handle that. Yeah. I don't fucking know. There has to be a better way of handling all of this fucking craziness with your shit, bro. You just get on and you let them fucking ramble. I don't even know what I'm watching anymore. You're spoiled. That's what it is. You're making ungodly amounts of money, and you ain't doing shit. Like, you have the best job in the world now. You can actually just show up. Like, you could just jerk off on camera, and other people will be having a conversation about Islam in the fucking corner, and you'd be getting paid a fucking 100K a week to do it. It's disgusting.
Base.
I don't want to support it. Um, Moot's good, but Moot moved away. Gotta be honest. I do feel like Moot's gonna have to go down to peg there. I know frequently me and Moot are in the S tier, but I'm gonna have to step a little bit on a turtle shell and say that he fucking chose a woman over me. And in colloquial code, don't you fucking dare, you
Say anything.
motherfucker.
I had a cough. I was coughing.
You made
I
a
would never make,
gestation of your
That
mouth.
was a forbidden joke, Dan. I would never engage in the dark arts of the misspeak humor, okay? I'm beyond that.
He chose hoes over bros, and everyone knows you're not supposed to do that at the end of the day. That is an unforgivable sin. You know what else? Book smarts. Fuck you, book smarts. You get an F.
You
Also,
know what? He came on recently, and people were pretty happy with him, actually.
no, he still gets an F. Perma F in my books. He did something to piss me off, but I don't remember what it was. But I remember I was pissed off.
Okay.
What the fuck was it? What did he do to upset me?
I don't know, but your feelings are valid, so if you feel that way.
You know what? I defer to myself. Past Dan left a little fucking note in my brain. He was like, yo, Dan, fuck this guy. And he just left it there. He was like, fuck book smarts. No context needed. He just put it there. Now me, current Dan, I'm reading this like, what the fuck is past Dan? Fuck book smarts. Why? You know, and I can't ask. I just, all right. He put it there for a reason. Past Dan's never fucking fucked me over, so I'm just going to go with it. And that's
Really?
it.
Past Dan's never fucked you over?
You know what? He only leaves notes for me when it's important. He doesn't fuck with me because he knows that past Dan is important, sacred, because future Dan will become past Dan, and that's what both of us understand, right? So past Dan is me. I don't know if you put that together or not. Like right now, I am future past Dan. And if I go and I put a note like that in there, I'm really just fucking over myself. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's okay to fuck over your future self. But very rarely do you actually want to do it. That's all. So, yeah. All right, so Steve, listen. You know the goal of the podcast, right? Maximum viewership and maximum money for me.
Yeah.
Okay? These are two big things I'm really focused on. This year is the year of me. And so that means we have to come up with like actual good premise for the show. You probably haven't thought about it at all, huh?
I have no idea what we would do with show on Dan.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know. We had some good ideas though back in the day. It would have been a little the DSP interview with the wrestlers. God, that would have been good.
Yeah, but
The problem is the amount of effort to coordinate guests at that point. You know, that's the big thing, and getting them in person, everything else. You know, and then now we already have to show up fucking strapped. I'm gonna have to bring like an AK with me everywhere I go. But yeah, I don't know. I say we kind of play it by ear and figure it out as we go, you know?
so does that mean we're just showing up at the studio the first time and
Someone create a Reddit thread with ideas, please, and I'll sticky it, and then you guys can we'll go through there and see if anything works. So just, show ideas thread. This is a serious thread. If you shitpost in that thread, the discretion of what happens to you will be mine alone. But you can have a direction in the content. You guys said you wanted this, so there you go.
yeah, what about Mark Cuban? Didn't you say you could get him? Let's grab that guy.
I could have until you made your very inflammatory Muslim comments.
Oh,
now
yeah.
I don't
Mark
know
Cuban,
if that's
well-known
going to
ally of Islam. Yeah.
Well, it's just, he doesn't want to be associated with anyone who would kind of be so, just rude. And I don't blame him, honestly. We should respect all people's religions and genders and everything else and just not be inflammatory and love dogs and cats equally.
Wow.
But I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think we can get something easy enough, even if it's just like a call-in show. Might be a live call-in show might be enough if we could just somewhat screen to get some you know, a special type of callers, if that makes sense.
We're really holding our content hostage there. Live call-in show on air that we go to a studio for.
I mean, that's my idea. Let's see if someone else can make a better idea in the subreddit post that will come, and we'll go through it and see if maybe we can mix some stuff up there. This is not rocket science. Listen, Steve, we're very intelligent people, me especially. A genius, okay? I know you hold yourself in very high regards. What type of fucking retards out there make successful podcasts that make millions of dollars? Are you smarter than them or not?
I don't know, man.
You know. Okay, so Bad Faith podcast with Bree. So she's better at things than you are because her podcast is successful, even with the Virgil Texas guy still attached to it. So you can't do better than her. So she's literally better at podcasts than you are. Just admit it.
Yeah, I mean, she graduated from Harvard. How am I supposed to beat that?
Okay, just to be clear, you're admitting defeat here live on Twitch.tv.
She's got like one of the largest fucking leftist podcasts online. Do you think I'm like embarrassed to say that she's like better at podcasting than me? Is it supposed to goad me?
Hasan has a great podcast. Him and Will Neff. Yeah, him and Hasan, man. You know, I feel like when you and Hasan were first talking, it was almost like, I know you were teaching him the ropes of streaming, but to me it almost felt like maybe he was teaching you something a little bit, right?
Wow.
And the reason I say that is because you see how successful he is now. Do you think that we can learn something from how to do a podcast from him and how successful that is?
I mean, if you can find me somebody like Ethan to want to team up with me to do a podcast. Yeah.
Oh no, I was just talking about him with Will. You know, Will Neff. That one's really successful too.
Wait, is it?
You know, oh yeah, it is. It makes a lot of money. I think it makes something like 80 grand a month or something like that.
Does it? Or are you completely just making that up?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? You're not
I am.
Just completely make that up?
Nope, not making it up. I'm $150. Let me go find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just think how successful we can be, Steve. 25% of that can be your money, bro.
That's what you're paying now? Wow. That's a steal.
I mean, listen, I don't come on stream just for anybody. You know, you're the only one. I'm exclusive to you. And I'm not talking exclusive like you're exclusive to Melina. I'm talking really exclusive. Like, really exclusive.
Yeah. Well, what are the ideas? What the fuck are we gonna do?
Well, someone's making a Reddit thread, and we'll figure it out.
That's what we're relying on, a random viewer to make a Reddit thread.
So they're gonna hold on. There's a thread probably already made. Let me take a little Reddit, REDD reddit.com/r/destiny. Make announcement. There we go. Yes, there we go. All right, boom. You won. Put some effort in. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I thought that our Startups podcast was quite good, but even that was a serious podcast. There was no humor involved. This is going to be humorous. This is not like that. You didn't think this was like that, right?
Wait, what do you think we're doing?
I don't know. Not that, though. Not like the Startups podcast again. That was way too serious.
Oh, yeah, you said we're doing something humorous now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be laughing. Less... You know, I don't fucking know. Can we figure... That's what the thread is for, okay? So what's up, Melina? I see you in here, muted, thinking.
Yeah, you're rambling, so I'm just listening.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't rambling, I was talking.
You were rambling for a while. I don't think anyone else said a word.
Jeez.
Okay. Tell me how you really think. Feel.
Oh, what?
Shit. Anything. Yeah.
I wouldn't take that type of disrespect personally.
What, from a woman?
No, just Melina just shit talked you for no reason.
Yeah.
Did I? He was just rambling.
You're pissing me off, Melina.
Okay. Wait, what were you talking about?
I don't know. I was rambling.
What are you trying to do? You sound frustrated.
I'm trying to figure out... Okay, we got some ideas to go over. The thread is already populated. We're going to go through some of them now. You ready, Steve?
What thread? I do not know anything.
We're talking about podcast ideas.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, how many... Wait, can I... Is it going to be the final time it gets talked about and then it's going to get done, or...?
It's going to be happening soon. I'm pushing on it pretty fucking hard here. I'm pushing P
Yeah.
as hard as I can. Because I don't like this, because it feels like a fucking jealous ex-girlfriend. Like, hey Steve, have we scheduled this? Oh, okay. Well, whenever you get the time. Hey Steve, you know, I know you didn't respond to me last time, but just checking in to see makes me want to fucking myself. But whatever, we're in it this far.
Wait, Dan, I'm gonna tell you what you have to do, okay?
I don't
Listen
think I have
carefully,
the right
okay?
appendages,
This is what you
but
do.
go ahead.
This is what you do. You just make your own podcast. You do it with someone else, and then he will come back. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. That's always how it works.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So here are the ideas as we go. I'm gonna skip the bullshit ones. Okay. This one, which is probably going to end up being closely to this, literally just need to do pop culture and recent events discussion. Having guests will help with that if they want to do that. So basically, it's like the Abba and Preach shit, occasionally bringing in a guest. Or maybe every show with a guest as we get going. Okay?
Wait, Abba and Preach do guests?
No, I'm saying, I said, you're not listening to me, and it's making me mad.
Repeat that last thing. I heard Abba and Preach,
We
but
would
like
be
with a
doing like
guest.
the Abba and Preach thing, but also if we did guests. So like topical shit, but also occasionally bringing on guests.
Okay. I agree, but then we would need somebody to like farm topics for us, right? That would be...
Well, we would just have to kind of find something that's topical, yes.
Yeah.
Do it like Adam22 does Plug Talk, where you just fuck the guests.
Okay.
You'd love that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, true.
Scuffed podcast, but IRL. I don't think we could get everyone in there.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Like an 8-person fucking panel show?
Yeah, and people go really hard in those things. We would need security. That would be fucking crazy.
True.
The Orbiter Book Club podcast. Just review an article, movie, book, whatever, and find disagreement among guests. Meh.
Oh, like the movie podcast.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
I didn't say anything. My bad. I'm just kidding.
It should be based on news stories that you guys or a producer finds. You guys can just riff on them and springboard conversations. That's all H3H3 podcast is. There will always be varying topics to discuss, so it never gets stale. You guys have good chemistry together, so it should go fine. I know Dan wants to be lazy, but the on-stream format is already pretty close to a podcast. That's true. The only difference would be in a more formal setting, and we would make something that's sellable so that we can make money. That would be the difference there. They could talk about pizza. Scheduled call-ins with vetted callers are a must. I do like that idea. Like, I would like to talk to crazy people. Like, some of the fucking most crazy shit. You remember the guy who was like, whoopsie, I did a rapesy? You know, that one?
Yeah,
like, that was
but
like...
also my current audience is like are too pussy for like fun content like that. Like they were fucking losing their minds last time over that. Wasn't it irresponsible to have that guy on stream so much? Like it was like okay.
Dude, it's like in that situation too. And dudes, a portion of them also went off really hard on us. Like, why are you so cruel to this guy? He came to you, you know, with a really tough situation, and you guys were laughing at him. You made a joke that the helicopter was about to go get him. Like, you know, what do you do in that circumstance when someone calls into a call-in show? Is like, hey, I someone. Like, am I supposed to be like, okay, listen, first thing you need to do. Okay, you need to go and bleach your sheets. Like, I'm not going to say something like that. I'm not here to help you. You called into a fucking show, and it's like, first off, did you actually person? Because that's not good, okay? If you did, that's not good. You need to go to jail. You're a bad dude, okay? I'm not going to help you get out of it. This is not, like, I don't... That would be a fucking good podcast, man, right there. You call in if you're in a criminal, and we, like, help you get out of it. No, I'm sorry. I'm just riffing on an idea. That was just a quick one. But, yeah, you know, you can't do that. You know, you're in this weird situation where you're trying to help the guy, but also not help the guy, and make content, but not make content. It's just, I don't know, it's a weird spot to be in. Okay, so for real, the H3H3 podcast format is fine. Just do a rundown of everyday events, and it plays itself. And that's it. And we can occasionally have guests. I mean, I think that's what we should do. Big Steve. How do you feel about that?
Okay, but I mean, like the H3H3 that involves us. Like we have to figure out a way to like do topics and shit, right?
Well, yeah, it means before we do the podcast, we like pick out a few things we want to talk about that day, and we go into it a little bit, and then that's it. You know.
All right, sounds good. Can't wait for our first episode.
Well, I'm still checking for other stuff. It can't be a topical podcast. Oh boy, this guy's throwing everything against the wall right now. Destiny has insane autism and ADHD, and will, and this is bolded and uppercased, get bored of doing the same thing after 3 episodes.
Well, what
Knowing
if
this,
it's topical? That means that we wouldn't do the same thing.
listen, I'm just the messenger.
Okay.
Knowing this, it has to be a variety podcast. What are things that Dan and Destiny have in common that they can talk about pretending to know a lot about? Wow. This might be an anti-fan. You hear that? He basically insinuated that we don't know anything about anything, or that we act like we do, but we don't. So, and the suggestions that he gave are video games and technology. So I guess you don't know shit about video games, and I don't know shit about technology. Knowing this idea, someone compiles the biggest and most interesting tech news, and Dan and Tiny go over them, making an effort to speak at length about them instead of saying, "Gotcha, we'll see what happens when it happens." I think that line is implied towards you, because you do a lot of that stuff.
Me,
yourself.
really? Nah.
Yeah, you do. That's fine. The tech world encapsulates basically everything in modern life, and there's always something to talk about in depth. And within conversations that can lead to differential philosophical, economic, finance, and political paths, where both Destiny and Dan can provide valuable insight or at least entertaining commentary. Is this the Budget WAN show? Yes, but with a wider scope. Linus's podcast focuses too heavily on computer hardware. How do you feel about that? That was a lot of things to take in right there.
Yeah, that guy definitely sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
You're just giving a gotcha answer. Why don't you just say I'll think about it, and I can move on to the next one.
I mean, if we can find topics, a topical show sounds good. This tech one sounds good. Sure.
I fucking hate you. I want you to know that I hate you. You know what? You're the type of guy. Melina's like, let's have sex, and you're like, yeah, sure. What position you want to do? You know, whatever you're interested. That's you. Just fucking commit to something, Steve.
Based.
All right? Not based. Bad. All right, let's keep going. AI with some bangers. You know, if we did do this is me just getting a little bit, as Carantos would say, being a little bit me. But if we did do a show about AI, you know we could make fucking serious money right now. Yeah. You know that, right? Fucking buku bucks, as they say down in the French Quarter. Man, anything touching AI right now is just...
It's so boring, though. What it like, oh, welcome to NFTs with Dan and Steve. Today we're going to talk about GPT-4 and the wacky prompt we gave it. You won't believe his response. Also, make sure to stay tuned to the top of the hour for the next big crypto to invest in. You're not going to believe this one, boys. Like...
Yeah, that's big. Dude, I can already picture the thumbnail right now. It's going to have you having the soy face and me with my eyes scrunched, like looking in at something. Oh my God, I'm ready. It's there. August with a thumbnail. You won't believe which crypto Steve thinks is going to the moon next. Dan doesn't agree.
True.
There we go.
Dan and Steve have heated argument over a new white paper on blockchain technology that tracks your virginity. Whoa.
Interesting.
What is this Wilna Hasan podcast? Is it on any place besides YouTube?
Yeah, and 80 grand, by the way. I need that money, Steve. Okay, I got a Defender to pay off here. I already paid it off, but that's not the point. Yeah, you're looking at that and you're like, okay, we are doing a podcast now. We can't let them do something bigger than us.
Is Will even on this show?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Steve.
Well, I'm scrolling through, and I feel like I don't even see him on this podcast. Is he actually part of the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe he just hasn't been on for the past, 6 or 7 episodes?
Well, you know, I guess Hasan really just carries it by himself, but we can do better. I mean, I know we can do better.
Okay.
We're gonna crush it, Steve.
Oh, he's been in all something. Gotcha.
Another idea. Oh my God, Steve, we have to do this, but I hope it's not trademarked. You know, Sam Hyde, I think, does the shit where they review houses. Please, can we do that? I would have so much, but we can do it for commercial real estate. Pretty
What? A
please.
financial advice show?
No, it's not financial advice. Basically, what they do is they'll pull up houses on Zillow and just like make fun of it. Um,
Oh. You think we could do that for a full show?
no, not for a full show, but it could be like a part of it or something.
We're already planning sections out to the podcast. We don't even know the general
Listen,
topic.
it's a topical show, okay? You know, maybe we should watch Hasan's show to get an idea.
True. Hold on. I got a hot Vaush clip coming in 30 seconds. Give me a sec.
The utility of calling Fuentes a Nazi. I feel like Mr. Girl was actually more reasonable thoughts.
I can't possibly say I haven't seen it. But I know that Destiny doesn't want to call Nick Fuentes a Nazi because he's. I know that Destiny doesn't want to call Nick Fuentes a Nazi because he's uncozy and he tries to like camp their audience and be like pick me, like not other lefties or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe Mr. Girl's right in it, but also it's Mr. Girl, so he probably found a way to fuck that up too. I don't really care.
Well, Vaush is back on the shit list after the redemption. Fucking retard. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about reaching out to Vaush to see if I could get you guys to do a reunion stream because I'm still like on good terms with him. I think I am. I don't know. And you, obviously, I think I am. But now, damn it! Before I even had the chance to reach out, it's dead before it starts. I remember what the idea was. So, if it gets going, the idea is to sell it, right, as its own streaming deal, its own
We don't
everything.
even have a show yet. Why are we thinking this far ahead?
You know, it's always just good to think about the yachts
Yeah.
the yacht you're listen, what type of yacht are you going for? I'm thinking of Van Dutch, personally. You know, it's a very Miami style yacht. It's affordable. It's like, you know, 400 or 500K if you want to go for a used one. Actually, I think you can get about that. No, actually, you know, it might be a little bit higher. Listen, I'm just saying, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. We can talk about the yacht stuff later. Yeah.
Who the fuck is left in the, who's left in, like, the politics community on Twitch? Are they all gone? Chud does drama reviews. Stardust and Cherry are kind of there. Who was there before? Irrelevant and Darius are, like, out of politics. They do Riz stuff. Kevels is gone. Does Dylan still stream? Wick does, like, panels. IRI is there. Damn. All these fucking losers scattered to the wind. I'm mainly talking about Vaush and Hasan, not the other guys. I need to find... I need to go to war. I need to go to war with somebody, Dan. I need it to invigorate me. What if we did the apologetics podcast and we do apologetics for atheism?
What does that mean? Religious shit is so fucking boring, though, bro.
Well, but is it really boring when kill you over that shit?
Yes, but also scary, and no one's gonna want to buy that podcast. Let's go back to your first idea of the crypto coin that that we shall. This segment was sponsored by KuCoin. KuCoin, the best platform to go and buy cryptocurrency. You know, stuff like that. Dude, I'm ready to fucking sell out. That's what I'm thinking. It just got to be marketable, okay? I don't want to do a podcast on Nazis or AIDS or religion. Like, let's do it on something Poggers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not good.
We
What do you think should happen?
We need some foreign energy, Dan. We need a third for the show.
A third? That means we have to split up the revenue another way.
Can we? Yeah. Okay. Let's think
What about
away
just
from the
a-
revenue.
what about
Let's think of something to be
guest?
like funny, like that would
A
work.
guest.
We need low tier god. True. We need lav.
I don't. I feel like Lav has said that you were Harvey Weinstein, so she probably doesn't want to come back into your world.
No, she messaged me last night to try to make up.
No shot.
Yeah, I know. Stupid, huh?
Wait. Hold up. We got some fresh conversation coming in right now. Tell me what happened. Tell me everything. Go, girl.
No, it's just boring. She just messaged me and she was like, "Stop talking about me so much." And then she acted flirty for an hour. And I said, "You're like the worst person I have ever met in my life." And she's like, "Well, next time we're gonna be on panels together." I'm like, "Okay."
OMG, the gang's getting back together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna message you something right now. Sorry, chat. This one's just for Stevie.
I can't. I don't have the mental.
Yeah, that would be worth. That would be worth as fuck, because you know it would. That's probably the main thing you're thinking about too, isn't it? You fucking
have
little.
Have you heard of Rurouni Kenshin?
Yeah, they had someone called Shinsuke in there or something, right?
Yeah, and he has like a special ability that he used it in season 2, and he couldn't use it anymore because his body was so destroyed after all the fighting. I don't think I can do that anymore, Dan. I can't go down that road. No, I'm good.
You got to, man. You got to.
I'm Gucci on that. If you grab Karantos, the 3 of you can do the Abrahamic podcast. Jesus Christ. Where did Annalisa go? She's doing her own show right now. Tree of Logic, she's funny, but...
It needs to be... It would have to be... I mean, we could just go for guests, and that solves that problem. That's like the biggest thing, is to occasionally get guests come on. We could even have a guest for the first show, and that'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Like, couldn't we... Who's in Miami? That's a big deal that we could get. Aiden Ross?
I don't think he would come on. He found a show I'm doing.
You don't think he would come on the show?
No. I don't think I'm big enough for him to want to like actually go to a studio to do a show with me.
I feel like there might be a chance of doing it. Maybe XQC. X would do us a favor. I call him Felix because we're close like that.
Yeah, but he wouldn't fly to Miami to do it.
You know, apparently he's moving to Florida.
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
It's always between like LA and Austin for him, no? Oh, true. Trump's down here in Miami.
No, yeah. Let me just...
You said you got Mark Cuban. You should be able to get Donald Trump, right?
Oh, yeah.
God, what if we did like a Pimp My Ride, but we don't know anything about like what we're doing?
No, I really like that type of stuff. Like, you know, on this one...
Install a flat screen TV using like the 12-volt fucking cigarette plug-in thing.
Yeah, like we can actually try... Listen, I really like that type of stuff, honestly. Like knowing nothing and seeing how good we do. Like, for instance, I think some of the best content is like, I think I could be a lawyer. I think I could be a realtor. Like, this would be really funny stuff. Like, I claim to be a real estate expert. Dan tries to take the fucking real estate agent test live with no fucking studying, no nothing. Like, and then you see what happens. Like, I don't know. That shit I think would be really funny. Or you trying to fucking pass the bar or stuff along those lines. Obviously, that's like not... You know, we do it beforehand and then go over the results. But I think that shit would be fucking hilarious.
Shit. Somebody emailed me before and said we should do like a Judge Judy thing. We can get people to sign over like arbitration clauses to us and then like arbitrate people's small claims disagreements.
No, we could. We would be fair.
We would be fair.
We would. That would be our... I would love to do it, but
we need a third for that, though.
We'd need a what?
We would need a third.
Yeah.
Because what if you and me disagree?
We flip a coin. We flip a coin. That would be the meme, you know?
True.
But I don't know, long story. All right, so listen, we have some ideas. We can go over the thread a little bit later. Once there's a few more ideas. I pinned it, so we'll have a bunch of good shit. Guys, make sure to upvote the stuff you think is decent in that thread and downvote the garbage. But, I don't know. Honestly, we could wing a lot of it. I'm not too concerned. Like the stuff where I have to take the LSAT beforehand, that becomes a little bit of work. But I mean, we could both take the LSAT and then compare results and see who's like a better lawyer with no practice. You know, like I think that would be funny.
Oh my god, you know what we could do? Are you ready?
What?
This is your moneymaker, Dan. This is your moneymaker.
I want it. I want money.
We would call it GPT Cast. I know what we'd do.
Okay. What?
It'd be you on the left, me on the right, and in the middle, we would just have a big monitor. And we would just ask GPT-4, we'd say, hey, we're doing a podcast today. And he'd go, hey. And we go, what do you think we should talk about? And we could ask it topics. And then you and I could discuss it. Yep. And you know what? You've got AI chat, you've got all that bullshit, and it directing the conversation. People would roll up for it.
That is amazing. You know what? That might have to be the first episode, actually. I think That's a $10 million idea right there.
That
Someone
is-
said in chat.
That is a $10 million idea.
That's a good one. All right, I don't know if we can get better than that. I'll keep an eye on the thread, but that's what we're going with. Otherwise, until someone like seeds the results, it's like the first result. They'll invite Nick Fuentes or something like that.
True.
It's like the, oh boy. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm ready, but as I said, we can introduce more shit. It doesn't have to be super structured. I do think the idea of us both taking the fucking LSAT or taking doctor's exam or something like that, and then going through the results if we take the same test and being like, you really thought that you could sue someone? And then,
Wait, you know what
you know?
else? You're just going
What?
through. Hold on, I'm getting dumb ideas. Imagine if you and I, we could call it like we could make a podcast and call it House DD. For like House, Destiny,
Yeah.
and Dan version, and we get
Yeah.
like symptoms from patients with rare diseases, and you and I have to Google our way and see who can figure out what the disease is first.
And who gets it? Dude, I think we could do well on that. And then we would just have to have a real doctor. I mean, these are all golden. All right.
It would have
You
to
know
be
what? I
like
feel like we're
it
gonna
would
do
have to be a solved case because we would need to know the actual fucking answer.
So we
at the
need
end.
we need a producer that'll help us with this. Be like, and they can even give us the options or something. Oh man, these are golden. These are golden,
That
and
would
I'm
be
going to. Ah man, I'm a better doctor than you too. I already have doctor in my title,
Barely.
so
Okay.
it counts. I paid for it.
You're
so it
one
definitely
signature on a divorce certificate away from losing that. Okay, so
All right, good. I think we've got some good shit. I'm gonna think on it more as I go to sleep tonight. I'm gonna leave you to your stream at what time is it? Oh my god, it's 1 a.m. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Chat. It was great to talk with you. It was great to come up with these good ideas, and let me know when something's scheduled, and we'll talk again soon.
true.
All right.
Have fun. Be careful, babe.
Good night, chat. Goodbye.